Hello there everybody, and welcome to this feature presentation on YouTube. I am King Mac, your hamburger pal. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to enjoy a hot fresh cheeseburger along with some delicious golden french fries, a tasty milkshake, and a nice soft drink. Also be sure to grab some hot buttery popcorn while you're at it as you enjoy this episode of TTBurger Game Reviews on YouTube.
Ho ho! Merry Christmas once again, everybody. We are back with more TTBurger Game Reviews here on YouTube. I'm your host, Tony. Back with more TTBurger Remastered Game Reviews here on YouTube, continuing with the remastered review of the SSX series review that I made on episode 12. Here's episode 12, part 3 of 4 parts, and the Christmas season is still here, so we're letting the magic TTBurgers down here as we continue with this review. And we have a lot to talk about here for this next part here of the SSX Remastered series review. But before I get a shout here, I want to give a shout out to everyone who supported this channel for the last 7 years. Your support means a lot to me, and you know, if it weren't for you guys, this channel would not be as big as today, so from the bottom of my heart, I thank you all. And those of you who missed what happened in the last part, episode 12, my Remastered Game Reviews part 2 of 4, here's a little snowy TTBurger recap to show you which missed. I took a look at SSX Circuit for the PlayStation 2, Nintendo GameCube, Xbox, and Game Boy Advance, and I gave it a 9 out of 10. Once again, because it was an improved sequel overall, but there were some things that it deproved on, such as the game was a little too like that, and some of the characters like Marisol and Sia were unlikable. But for the most part, it's a great sequel that should not be overlooked. And if you want more SSX action, then this is the way to go for sure. Now, before we can even continue here, we dive into the third game of the SSX franchise. Let's go talk to our friend Tide the Snowbird, see how he's doing. Hey Tide, how you doing today, bro? Are you ready for some more snowboarding action with SSX and more?
Hey Tony, I'm ready as I will ever. I'm ready for some snowboarding action here right now in real life. With all the snow we got, it is almost like a blizzard up there.
Damn, lucky you. We haven't not gotten any snow at all for the most part. It means no snow activities, no snow days, more snow tubing or any of that stuff.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Tony. Those days are fun.
Yeah, I miss those days. Good times for sure. Miss the good times.
You bet, Tony. So, we have a third SSX game here today. That is on this big-ass mountain. Semi-free roam and more sounds amazing. Tony, get to the review. I want to hear your thoughts.
Well, Tide, we have the third game in the SSX franchise, SSX 3, for the PlayStation 2, Nintendo GameCube, Xbox, and Game Boy Advance, and the Gizmondo, which I'm sure nobody's ever heard of. Released on my birthday, October 21st, 2003, when I turned 15 years old. And was released on November 11th, 2003 for the Game Boy Advance, and 2 years later, October 22nd, 2005 on the Gizmondo. After the success of SSX 3, EA Sports decided to take the risk and do something different with the franchise to expand the series and wow the SSX fans. Now, when a franchise makes changes, it is a big risk because it can either make things better, or kill the franchise altogether, or just not do anything. But with SSX 3, they decided to make this big open mountain to explore and to snowboard on and to find some cool ass collectibles in this big open world environment. And the end result is, in my opinion, the best game in the SSX franchise with lots to do, cool unlockable surprises, and fun gameplay and more. With the debut of DJ Atomika of Radio Big. DJ Atomika, voiced by Canadian actor Mark Hildreth, also made appearances in Burnout Paradise, SSX Explorer, and SSX 2012. But getting back on track here, DJ Atomika talks about the SSX Championship, taking place on this big-ass snowy mountain broken into 3 peaks for the beginner class, intermediate class, and expert class. He then also talks about the riders and more, and you know, this is something epic waiting to happen. And as we get started, we have 2 modes here, Single Event and Conquer the Mountain. Conquer the Mountain replaces World Circuit from the other games as the main mode. And we choose a character. This time we only have 10 characters, which was kind of a disappointment considering how many characters were in SSX Tricky. But as you play the game, you're just happy Elise Riggs is back once again for some snowboarding action and more. Characters such as Elise Riggs, Max Fraser, Moby Jones, Kaori Nishidake, Zoe Payne, and Simon Stark return here, along with 6 new characters including Allegra Suavguez from France, who was Elise's rival at the time, Nate Logan from Colorado, Visual Rolik from Sweden, and we have the most annoying character in the game, 13-year-old Griff Simmons. I cannot stand this character. He is annoying, he badmouths everyone, he's very unlikable, more so than Marisol Delgado and Sia Owens from SSX Trick. He turns his back on the SSX team and stuff. You also have cheat characters you can unlock such as Brody, Eddie, JP, Marisol, Sia, Luther, Jurgen, Hero, and more. And while it's cool to have these cheat characters here, they're not really worth it because, one, they do not talk at all and they have no personality this time, which is sad because JP and Luther them had a lot of personality to them last time in SSX Tricky. You can also lock like rabbits, which is fun if you ask me, just snowboard. And but after we pick a character, we start the mountain and we see we have a lodge where we can buy gear, clothing, and more, and customize our characters with like stat points and such. The customization is really deep, deeper than the other games because it gives you the option to put whatever shirt, pants, or hairstyles you want. After we get situated here, we can snowboard down the mountain, choosing what type of event we want to go, like race, or trick, or slope, or freeride, and more. As we get started here with the graphics, they are really amazing for SSX Tricky, definitely one of the best looking PlayStation 2 games of the year 2003. The character models are excellent and very detailed, some of the best in the franchise. They move and animate and look amazing. Elise is the best looking character model of the bunch, but the cheat characters look like mannequins who do not talk and just move around like robots. The mountain is full of detail with no dips in the frame rate at all. Well, actually the GameCube version suffers from slowdowns frequently, and the Xbox has a kind of little slowdown too. But the mountain is very cool. Not only is it fast, but you have hazards and weather effects and barely any load times at all, especially during the rival challenges here. They are so long with no load times at all for the most part. Sure, it loads on the menus and transportation and lodges, but during the event, no load times for the most part. The pre-rendered scenes look good, cannot complain here, but there are not many though, but that is okay. It's okay, lol. The sound is top-notch, much improved. The voice setting this time, the celebrity actors are nowhere to be found, but I think the voice setting here in SSX 3 is better, especially Canadian voice actress Alana Burnett, who voices Elise this time. She is the best voice actress for Elise, better than Bernadette Lacarde and Lucy Liu in my opinion. Griff Simmons though is annoying. He is rude and badmouths everyone like I mentioned before. He acts like he's tough shit and is eerie but annoying. But you know, voice acting for the most part is better, probably the best in the franchise. The music is the best in the franchise as well. DJ Atomika is fantastic as a DJ for Radio Big, where she was in other SSX games. She's better than Rozelle, definitely. DJ Atomika has character personality. Nothing against Rozelle, the actor. I wasn't the actor to start that. I just was not a fan of his character in the games, that's all. But DJ Atomika, he updates you on how your player is doing, keep you updated if there's an actual event going on. Music is amazing with tons of artists and playlists like Finger 11, Queens of the Stone Age, Fisher Spooner, Basement Jacks, and more. Unfortunately, I am unable to play the commentary by DJ Atomika or the music due to copyright reasons, so here you'll be hearing ambient sounds, which is the second soundtrack. I apologize for that, everybody, but it's the best I can do. The ambient sounds on the mountains are realistic and I like it. But SSX 3 shines in the gameplay aspect. Here we have a fantastic snowboarding game that took risk and made the game more enjoyable than the first two games for sure, and this is the go-to snowboarding game for PlayStation 2. The controls are much smoother and more responsive, making it easier to perform tricks and grind rails, and it's less frustrating for sure. What's new this time is we have the Uber tricks and the Uber zones that give you an unlimited boost, and being Uber Zone 3, Super Uber makes you very fast, unlimited boost for a limited time, doing all the tricks that you can do and help out big time in show-off races and more. The races are fast and the snowboarding and everything is wow. You also have rival challenges, where you and your rival face off and you must finish in first place, or beat their time or beat their score doing tricks and more. And then with Freeride, this is my least favorite part of the game. In order to complete Freeride, you have to find all the items and complete the set of tasks and complete them, and you know, there's no indication where they are at. Going down the mountain, they can easily be missed, and having to go back to the top to try again is annoying. There are some other negatives, like when you land a trick, the lyrics of the song stop playing for a few seconds for some reason. The cheat characters have no lines of dialogue whatsoever, and you know, it just doesn't really make them necessarily unlock. The rival challenges can be very tough at times. And there's a glitch sometimes where it's impossible to get first place unless you get lucky and somehow reset the game. You have to turn off the Radio Big Odds to avoid copyright claims on YouTube and stuff. The Game Boy Advance version is terrible. There's frame rate issues in the GameCube and the Xbox versions. Griff Simmons is annoying, but those are only complaints I have with it though. Final thoughts: if you like the other two SSX games and want some more SSX action, I definitely recommend SSX 3 for sure, because it's the best game in the franchise, no doubt about it. Well, so far we haven't gotten to the other SSX game yet, so I can't tell you what that's like, but you know, this is the best one in my opinion, my favorite one for sure. I give SSX3 a 9.5 out of 10. I mean, sure, it's got some faults, but it's not that game killers, what I'm saying. And that's what I gotta say. So Tide, my man, what do you think of SSX3?
Well, I agree. That was the best SSX game ever made. A huge mountain to explore with a lot of events and a lot of customization options and more.
Yeah, I agree, bro. I wish they made more story games like this with the fun factor, entertainment, and replay value and more.
Definitely, Tony. So what is next on this epic remastered game review? We are at the final part. So what is next?
Well, here's a TTBurger sneak peek to show you all what is up next in the next part of the episode.
So we have a create a character. You have an option to go on skis and snowboards at the same time here, but no Elise.
Well, Tide, the final part of this remastered game review, we take a look at SSX on tour for the PlayStation 2, Nintendo GameCube, and right around the time for the Xbox 360 came out and stuff.
I see. Weird, but still looks interesting. Well, I look forward to see what happens next. But now I must go inside and light the fireplace to warm up. So I must go for now. But see you in the next video. Take care, bro.
You got it, Tide. See you in the final part. We take a look at SSX on tour. And it'll be part 4. We wrap things up with this remastered game review. Which all I gotta say is Tony. Peace and out. Have a good day and see you all in the final part. We look at SSX on tour. Take care, everybody.